Yeah, hello and welcome. My name is Stefanie and I'm responsible for sales and marketing at ODOS and for the Navilas laser system. In the next minutes, I would like to introduce you to the concept and the possible use cases of Navigate app. And we have developed this platform based on the many years of experience and exchange of experiences with retina specialists worldwide. So what is Navigate app in a nutshell? It's a free interactive platform. It's designed to work with real-world case examples, and those examples are always based on diagnostic images. So, for example, a fluorescein angiography image or an OCT thickness map. And what's important is that the platform can be used independent from a particular laser system. And it's also available on many different devices. So it's available as an iOS or Android app and also in the browser, if you just type in the URL that you are seeing on the slide. So the benefit for teaching is that you can do practical learning and you can kind of bridge the gap between the theory and a practical laser treatment, because you can work with various treatment examples before you really jump on a laser. So what does it mean to use real-world case examples to develop treatment strategies? Basically, on the first picture, you see a typical student's view. So of a case, you open a diagnostic image. And on the second picture, you see that on this image, you basically paint your treatment plan. You can then export this plan and share it with your supervisor to get feedback. So how do you use the interface to develop a treatment strategy? You first open a project and then a specific case. And as I said, each case is comprised of images. And here you have then the interface to place caution zones on the optic disc, on the fovea. And then, as you would probably paint on paper, you can now select your single spots, define the spot size, and place the spots exactly where you would like to laser. Important note, this of course is not a medically correct treatment plan here. This is just to illustrate how the interface works. You can also use the eraser function to correct your plan. And of course, you can also use grids, define the spacing of spots in an area, again, adjust the spot size, and then place the grid exactly where you think the laser should be applied. Then you have a fun element. You can also do a treatment simulation. You just press play, and then the software shows you exactly how a treatment with the laser would finally look like. You can then go ahead and export the plan you have created. You select bulk edit the plan that you want to have exported, and then it creates a JPEG that afterwards you can easily share by email, for example, with your supervisor or your colleagues. So what is the typical scenario of an online laser course? There are several steps to take, and I would like to go through them one by one. And it starts with the preparation of your course database. So there are several options for it, and I would like to explain a little bit more about this in the next slide. So option one is that you just use the demo database available and preloaded in the app. Option two is that you can work with application-specific databases we provide on the website. And of course, and probably most interesting, you can create your own projects and share them with colleagues. So the preloaded database is available when you first register and open the app. And this means you're ready to go to try out the interface and get used to the functions of the platform. The second option is you can download from the website you see displayed here various application-specific collections of cases. And in the next step, you can import those case libraries to the Navigate app. Important, it's a special file format. You will not be able to view the cases on your computer. You need to import the file to the app. So you go to Add Patient, import patient, and then you can select this specific NPDZ file, and it takes some seconds, and then it's importing the cases to the app. Of course, you can also create your own projects. You again go to new project, create new project, give it a name and save it. Then you open the project, and now you can add your case examples one by one. So you add a new patient, create a new patient, enter all the relevant data. Important, please do not enter real patient data. This is a cloud-based platform. It needs to have anonymous data, but any reference you would like to have, of course. And then you can import the diagnostic images relevant for this case. It could be one, it could be several. You have always to mark a specific position on the image, the fovea and the optic disc, so that the software can calculate the correct positions. And when this is done, the case is loaded to the app, and you can proceed with as many cases as you want. So now you've set up your case database, and now you can start inviting your students. First of all, you need to share the course database from the Navigate app, and you want to do an online course, you have to set up your video conference. That can be any tool, the one you prefer to use, so either Zoom, Microsoft Teams, etc. So sharing the course database is easy with the version 2.0 of Navigate app because it is cloud-based, and you can easily invite people by email. So for the project you would like to share, you press on the 3 dots, you select Share Project, and then you can enter the email addresses of your students or colleague. Optionally, you can also type in a message and press Send. You could also resend any invitation. You can also remove people from the invitation, whatever you prefer. And in the end, you see a list of invited users below your project. If you are invited, you see this invitation in the tab, and you only need to press on Accept, and the current version of the project will be shared with you and with your personal view of the Navigate app. So now it's time for your video conference. So all your participants do have the course database on their own Navigate app. You as a teacher have it open, for example, in your browser, and you could easily just share the screen as you would do with any presentation you hold. And now didactically, you can just decide what you want to give as information for your students. You can introduce the cases. You can also immediately hand over the control to your student. They can share their app screen, show their solutions, so whatever you prefer. And this way you can hold a real interactive online laser course. So this is the 3 last points. The course itself, you can create it as you like. In the first portion of the Zoom meeting, an introduction to the cases. Normally the teacher shares the screen. Then you have an individual working phase. That could be breakout rooms in a Zoom meeting, or the students just work offline and export their plans, send them to you for review or even a rating. And then you have the feedback phase, where again the teacher shares the screen, explains and shows a sample plan in the app via Zoom. So this is the example of an online laser course that has been recorded as a full video. So one teacher presenting several cases with a proposed treatment strategy. And the interactive portion of it is that as a student, I can pause this video. I have the same cases on my app, and I can plan the treatments myself and later compare with the solutions presented by the teacher. The same thing, of course, also works on site. So in this case, you have a large screen, a projector, and the teacher again can explain cases with the app. here with the iPad in his hand. And in the auditorium, the students in this case worked in small groups. Each group was sharing one iPad, so they could really discuss treatment approaches for cases, and it is getting a bit more interactive than just listening only to a presentation. So Navigate app is now available for many different platforms. You can use it with your iPhone or iPad from the App Store. You can also get it on Google Play Store from your Android device, but also just simply typing in navigate.od-os.com in your browser. When you access it the first time, it will require a registration. You have to confirm your email, that is important, and then you're ready to use the app. And very important, it's independent from a particular laser system. So what is required is a specific license on the Navilas laser. You go in the Navigate app, then on the tab Remote Access. A person at the laser needs to provide you with a session ID, which you type in, and then you just connect to the laser. And you can see the treatment screen. If you would like to see more about that, we're happy to show you such a simulated treatment with the Navilas laser system. We have an online booking calendar on our website, so you can easily reserve your personal meeting spot by just selecting a time in this calendar. Yeah, of course, we think this is a very exciting platform, and we would love to learn more about the use cases that you see with the Navigate app 2.0. And we are very happy to support you in your digital educational events, for example. So please feel free to contact us. And please go to our website, od-os.com/navigate, where we have a user guide and more information about the app. Yeah, with this, I thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you a very good day. Bye-bye.